Hi, Tim Bigham back again this week for Traders Exclusive. And what a day we're seeing so far today. The ECB rate announcement by Mario Draghi. Certainly, everyone was kind of looking at asset-backed purchases being part of the mix. But the surprise was a lowering of rates. We went from slightly negative now 20 basis points negative basically on the repo rate, which is pushing things in Europe even to more ungodly low on yields. About a third of the ECB countries, 2 years or less, are now showing negative yields on their debt. So things certainly getting a little obtuse over in Europe. Bled through to our market here. S&P futures, last I looked, were up about 9 points at all-time highs. Stocks really feeling the effect of, more free money on the way, although, they haven't really bought anything yet over in Europe. On a different note, taking a look at some of the big momentum names, which yesterday ran into some trouble. Names like Facebook, Tesla, and Twitter, all ran out. In the case of Facebook and Tesla, all ran up to all-time highs, pulled back and closed, if not on the lows, just off the lows of the day yesterday. They're rallying a little bit today, but not near the highs of yesterday. So I'm looking to sell out of the money call spreads in September, regular expiration 2 weeks from tomorrow. Slightly out of the money in Facebook, selling the 52 calls, stocks around 50, buying the 55 calls. In Facebook, the stock, let's call it 77, selling the 80-83 call spread out of the money. And then in Tesla, with the stock right around 283, you're selling that 290, 295 call spread. So really positioning that the highs that we saw put in place yesterday really will act kind of as a buffer here going forward. That price action, when you get those reversal days, usually tends to last for at least a couple weeks. So taking advantage of implied volatility pop on all those names as well, able to get a little more premium for positioning that way. Otherwise, this market just seems to want to keep going up every day. Certainly the S&P's at all-time highs, even the NASDAQ leading the charge today. Apple running into a little bit of trouble yesterday, although today pushing back up towards that 100 level. So previous to yesterday with that big sell-off, we saw Apple up, 13 out of 14 days. So things had got a little bit stretched here. Where this rally stops, it's really anyone's guess here. It's somewhat feeding on its own, low volume certainly. Just getting past turn of the month, which normally, if anyone's listened to previous ones, has been, historically over the past 25 years or so, a very bullish period. So until next week, this is Tim Bigham. As always, make sure in this market environment you keep those position sizes in place and those stops going. Take care.